Hey, great day, y'all. We back again on another week on the replay. Here we are, y'all. Check this out. Before we go any further, I need for y'all to do me one favor. Hit that subscribe button, like, and share. Go ahead and do that. I'll wait. You done? Okay, cool. Let's move forward. Check this out, y'all. We had upon games this past week. But we're going to get into this college thing on these Colorado Buffaloes. They collapsed. And when I talk about collapse, they collapsed. I mean, man, they was up 29-0 against the Stanford Cardinals and came out the second half. And I just don't know what happened, Book. I'm going to start down right here because I'm your host, Jabril Rashad, and this is my man, D.A. Alexander the Great. I got the Tim Jackson, TJ from Nebraska, and my man, Booker, who I'm going to start with right now. Talking about them Colorado Buffaloes.
Man, I was watching that game, Jabril, man, and I just, I don't know what happened, man. They 29-0 going at halftime. They come out, and like we talked last week, these guys, they normally play all the way to the end. They don't give up, but it's just like, I don't know if they just was 29-0, had them at halftime to the point to where they just came out. They didn't do no.
They went to sleep.
They went to sleep.
I think they went to sleep.
They went to sleep.
Let me switch over to DA right quick, because DA, we text a lot.
Yeah.
We were going back and forth, and I think he might have just left and went to the store or something. I don't know what. But what happened, DA? What did you see, man, from the first half to the second half? The collapse.
It's that part of sports that people don't really realize. It's that human element. When you up 29 points on somebody, no matter what they say or what you're saying, you're gonna relax.
Yeah.
You're thinking, man, they can't even score a field goal on us. So it's human nature to relax, and you just, in your mind, you can't see it happen. You cannot see another team coming back and beating you, especially if they couldn't score a point on you in the first half.
Right. I kind of felt like that way too. But Tim, what's your take on this?
Momentum is a mother. I'm gonna say it like that. When it turns and that ball starts rolling downhill, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. You can't stop that big old ball. That snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so it was on their back. That thing was rolling down their back, and they was like, hey,
like an avalanche.
Yeah, they thought they had it. Because when they turned it, they was like, okay, I'm gonna turn back up our intensity again, right? So they picked up their intensity, but it was too late. That ball was rolling down the hill, and they trying to get their stuff back right and stay focused and get the intensity up, and they had lost intensity. That's the biggest thing. They lost intensity after halftime.
I said the exact same thing, man. That intensity let down, man, and sometimes it's hard to sustain, going into halftime, especially when you up by that many points. But I almost turned the channel. I was getting real close to turn the channel with 29-0. I said, you know what? Let me just wait a minute. And when the kid caught the quick slant, man, and went 97 yards for a touchdown, I said, I said, if they don't come back and score, man, Colorado gonna be in trouble. They gonna be in trouble, man. And Deion seen, he pulled the kid, Kamani, and what's that? Cooper. They pulled him out and went with the kid, started him out. He didn't do any better, slipping down on routes and so forth.
Should have went back to him.
Yeah, I said the same thing too. I said the exact same too. So I don't know. I mean, they would have went 5-2, man, going into a bye week. I think they had a perfect opportunity, man, to kind of get back in the race of that thing. I don't know how they'll really bounce back. If anybody can do it, I think it'll be Coach Prime, man. But we shall see. We shall see.
One quick thing on that, man. We gotta address this emotional sideline, man. You gotta keep your cool when you see. You can't have your defensive coordinator and everybody screaming. Offensive coordinator screaming and everybody just yelling at each other. That's when you lose it.
That's right.
You gotta say, hey man, we gotta calm down. We got this. Next possession, take it down. You gotta bring it down. You can't, because the kids don't know how to react.
There's too much chaos going on. I
noticed that too.
Definitely too much chaos. But unlike Colorado, we had this other game. Man, what a heck of a game. Washington Huskies. The Oregon Ducks go into Washington, and I knew. Tim, I knew that the Washington Huskies, they for real, man. See that look he gave me? For real. I try to tell you, because I think we all had the Huskies in this, right?
Oh, definitely.
So we left him out there on the branch.
He was talking about emotions, right? He was talking about emotions. I think he got a little emotional about that guy. He wanted to fire the coach.
Yeah, he like the uniform.
He wanted to fire the coach, cut the kicker. He wanted to cut everybody on the team.
That coach is trash.
But what I know you text me on that game too. When you talking about the decision making. You didn't like the fourth and
you at Washington. You got a turnover right before half. You didn't get it on third down. Kick the field goal. You're gonna get the ball right back. You got to take those points right there. Only because two things: you're not at home, and you're about to get the ball back. Take that 3, and then at the end of the game, you don't get it on third. Don't go for it on fourth down. Pin the boys down inside the 20 or the 10 yards. They had no timeout.
Play the percentage.
So I think the coach is just what we say. He's arrogant.
He may be a little bit of that. And but I got to give it the Oregon. Oregon did make a goal line stance.
They made that goal line stand.
They came back and did the goal line stand as well too. That would have put the game away right then, but they didn't. They stopped him, so they gave themselves a chance.
Book, you over there, you saw someone like you got your head down. What did you see, Book?
Man, Jabril, being real, I just argued. They just a better team, man. Washington just came in, they was hungry.
So you still think Oregon's better than
Washington?
Washington just a better team.
They just a better team. They just came in, they wanted it more, and they taught all this Oregon talk, the Oregon Ducks, and they just came in and just showed them that, hey, man, we the new kids on the block.
I just listen, man. I got them picking. I picked them to win the Pac-12. That kid Ron Odunze, the #1 receiver. I think he's on Mel Kiper draft board, one of the top 7 players coming out in 2024 draft.
He's nice.
Him, and then you got the other kid, Jalen. Say, man, I'm talking about if they were to beat Georgia in the national championship game, Georgia pass rush better get there.
They'll beat Georgia.
I'm taking all bets.
They'll beat Georgia.
I'm taking all bets.
Say, man,
they ain't seen no line like Georgia.
Say these days, if you don't have no offense,
I'll take Georgia
all day. Your defense. Your offense can kill your defense.
The game is still in the trenches, though.
It's in the trenches.
It's in them trenches.
It's in the trenches, but hey, I'm telling you, if your offense is killing your trenches, I done seen it done.
Washington got some good linemen. Should be coming out to do pretty well. So they can balance that. They play it right, right? Because it's still coaching too.
It's coaching.
Coaching matters. How you put that.
That boy get that ball out. He get that ball out quick, man.
I think
he was so humble after the win. Like after the win, it was like I've been here before. It wasn't.
Yeah.
He's going through a lot too because he jumped in the transporter, man, from Indiana, man, and he's had the injuries.
Right. The way he handled it.
Yeah, and you have an appreciation for that, man, because you want to be even keeled and remain humble. But I just think, man, with their offense, when it's in sync, man, it's going to be hard to stop.
It's going to be hard to stop
Washington, man. But look here, we had another game later on that evening we talked about too. Notre Dame. USC winning Notre Dame. I saw it coming. I'm gonna go first on that because I saw this coming. I was looking for I know you struggle with that. You really want to go Notre Dame. Just like you talked me out of we're gonna talk about that later on. You talked me out of another game with the Jets, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Right. But Notre Dame, I knew it. I said, hey man, Notre Dame defense gonna come up. We said it, bro. Shake my hand, brother. All right then. We said it. We finally got on the same.
It was offense earlier, wasn't it?
Towards that matchup, it was. I know. USC ain't got no defense. USC ain't got no defense.
That's the two bottom.
That's okay. Wrong one do it in the day. This thing is about progressing. Still a long way to go.
I'm coming.
But I just saw it, man. They forced Caleb Williams into throwing 3 interceptions, man. They put that pressure on him. And didn't make it comfortable for him. And a lot of times when that happens, man, that's a recipe, man, for disaster. And that's exactly what Notre Dame came to do. They stepped up, man. I kind of saw like the chinks in USC armor. Even though they pulled that game out against Colorado, I just saw some things.
The defense.
Their defense is trash. Their defense.
Lane Kiffin is gonna have
but
we knew that already.
But Notre Dame defense neutralized their offense.
They did.
See, that's the key. We talking about the trenches. USC offensive linemen failed Caleb Williams. They failed him like crazy, man. I told you about him having the year before where he had to run for his life. He's doing it again today.
Yeah. Well, he took the page out last year. That's what happened. Yeah. But look here, we ain't through. We got one more we got to look at. Because see, I seen the post. Of the most using that nice SUV. You rolling up to Tennessee. And me and Darryl try to tell you.
But you know what?
Hold on first. Let me set the stage on this.
Set it up.
Because the Aggies had to go into all that orange. They went into Tennessee, man. And I need to know because you was there. What happened, man?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. The same thing that happened a week before with Alabama. Jabril, we cannot not score points second half. The offensive line is ridiculous. We're not getting no blocking up front. They're not doing no adjustment second half. you know, with the pressure, what they're doing, our running game is non-effective. 64 yards last week. I don't know how many we had this week. I think it was like 70-some yards. You can't do it like that. It is not going to cut it. It's not.
So you're making y'all one-dimensional in what you're saying, y'all.
We one-dimensional. They stacking the boxes. They're not scared of our running game. They sending blitzes. Our offensive linemen, they're not picking up the blitzes. It's the offensive line.
So I think what you really want to say is time for Fisher to go.
I like Fisher, but it's the position coaches, man. It got to be a change somewhere.
They're going to have to make some changes.
They got to be a change somewhere.
Let me hit this real quick, because it's either two problems. Either you got bad coaching, hold on, or you don't know how to recruit, because y'all got the top recruits.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all got talent out there.
Yeah.
Can you coach them?
Right.
Or you picking guys that actually reach that maximum in high school?
That's right.
You know, so did you pick the right people?
I think we did on defense. It's the offensive side of the ball that's hurting us with the offensive line, because we got the same offensive line was when Shamar was a freshman. They was freshmen and sophomore All-Americans. That coach get hired somewhere else. You bring in this line coach we got now, the same kids. So we have
Could be a scheme change. That maybe
well, you know, I was thinking about that too, because the kid, I can forget his name, the running back, the punts, number 0.
Anaya Smith.
Yeah, I don't see him really, you know, getting the ball a lot.
That's your playmaker. You
getting into the flow of the offense.
Right. And then I look at our running backs, man. That's coaching. When your running backs is not hitting the hole, when your running backs is tipping, that's coaching, man. That's your position coach. You know, the offensive line coach and the position coach for our offense is that's why I probably.
He just kind of subpar, man.
Yeah.
Well, what you think though, DA?
I just think, man, with that environment, I would just
It's a
picking that
rough
game
environment.
strictly on environment.
It's a rough environment.
100,000 people in orange, man, that's like
Orange and white. It's a rough environment. It was.
So you
a
got to be ready to play in
Yeah, because I'm thinking they can pack it out, like I
But
said, about 100,000.
you still got to play.
But if A&M was at home, I would have picked A&M.
Right.
You said that the weekend. Actually, I almost picked Tennessee as well, but I went with my boy Book. He'll be traveling and everything. You know.
Well, that's okay. That's
The
okay.
more emotional picks we got.
Yeah. It was emotional.
But that's okay. We gonna get him. We gonna get him off of that. At least I think anyway. When it comes to them ass. Well, check this out, y'all. I didn't say this in the opening because I was kind of waiting for the moment to be able to say this. Y'all see me with my hoodie on, man. Represent 1985 class, man. The #1 recruited team in the entire state of Texas. Yes, that's my class, 85. You see me with my Hutch hat on, because we up here on the beautiful campus of Wilmer-Hutchins, because this is homecoming week, y'all. Homecoming week. And I'm going to have some very special guests on this particular day called I Am Student Athlete. This is close and dear to all of our hearts up here.
Indeed.
We're going to have some special guests joining us in just a few, so don't go nowhere. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed, go and hit that button for me one more time, okay? All right, we'll be right back, y'all. On the replay.
Hey, boss. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents.
You think you created family out of characters?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna take that, make it into a song.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at on the way out? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
And we're back. Hey, check this out, y'all. This particular episode right here is very special and dear to my heart. I've been waiting for this for quite some time. This is called I Am Student Athlete. And as you can very well see, I have some of the best of them. Starting at my old alma mater, the Wilmer-Hutchins Eagles, and these are some of the fantastic players that they have. But check this out. Not only are they professionals and good on that field, but they're professionals and great in the classroom. So this is why we're doing the episode on I Am Student Athlete. And I'm gonna start right here with some of the people that I have. This is Taylor Pierce, Miss Jackie Aguilar. I got, where my back here? Oh, I got Robert Hall, he's right in the house. I got my man Amos Rattler, and I also got Mr. Let me see, make sure, Jacob Cummins. Well, that's a powerful name too, Jacob. You know, that's a powerful name now. Jacob, powerful name now. Yeah, but we here, y'all. We're gonna talk about these Wilmer-Hutchins Eagles, man. I am happy. This is homecoming for me. All right, so I had to bring these young people up here today. Again, I'm gonna talk to this young man right here. I've been knowing his mom. We grew up like this here together. But this is Taylor Pierce, defensive back, play a little quarterback too, right, Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, and doing this thing. I think you're leading the district, if I'm not mistaken, interception, tied or something like that,
yes,
right?
Sir.
How many interceptions you got?
Got 5.
You got 5?
Yes, sir.
You took it on for scores, man, for a touchdown?
Yep, pick 6 here, crazy.
Ooh, pick 6. Pick 6. Pick 6. That's the position I played too. Pick 6.
That's twice as many as you had.
Twice as many as I had. Look, that's why I put him in the back, y'all. That's why I put him in the back. But he's coming from a long line of defensive back in his defense. You know, on the back of here, we represent that crash crew. But when I talk about the rich history of Wilmer-Hutchins, it goes all the way back to 1972. We talk about the Dexter Bussies, the Dexter Dabneys, the Wilford Saffers, the Ricky Dixons, the Ike Lewises. I mean, the list go on and on, the Keith Washingtons. I can go on and on with the people who have adorned this uniform. We take great pride in it. But over here, I got to, listen, if y'all haven't heard about this young lady right here, if y'all haven't heard about Miss Jackie Aguilar, she is the kicker. Yes, that's what I said, the kicker for Wilmer-Hutchins. Jackie, I got to ask you, let's start from the beginning. What happened? I think Wilmer-Hutchins had a kicker before, but
yes.
But you like kicking. When did you start getting into the thing of kicking?
I just started this year, but I've been wearing a kick since I was in 6th grade.
Since 6th grade?
Yes.
So this is not anything new for you?
No.
Yeah, they may be thinking you just pulled you out of the classroom, lunchroom or something like that. Just put a uniform
You know, it's
on.
just funny because they just texted me saying, do you want to be a kicker for the football team? I was like, yeah, it's something I've always
just like that, yeah?
Yeah.
No problem, I got this, no problem. Well, you know, I've heard a lot of wonderful, great things and saw you from afar. I said, man, I got to have on the show. So, you know, congratulations, continue much success. Now I got my guy, wide receiver over here, Mr. Robert Hall. He kind of like the quiet one, but I like that, that's okay. Because those are the kind that they just go about and take care of their business on that field. Robert, what's going on, Doc?
Not much. I'm just loving the atmosphere. I appreciate y'all being here today.
Well, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all, really appreciate y'all. Yeah, we here to honor that, definitely honor y'all. But you play receiver, wide receiver.
Yes, sir.
Is that your only position that you're playing right now?
Yes, sir. But I play anywhere I'm needed, though. You know.
Well, say it again.
I play anywhere I'm needed, though.
So you like kind of like that utility guy, wherever you need to line up at.
Basically. Sir.
Oh man!
Coach called my name, I'm coming.
You coming? Yes, I like that. And you got that number 1 on us. You let them know you put that out there.
Yes, sir.
Let me go on the back when I got my man Amos Rattler back here. Amos, what position you play?
I play receiver. And I hold kick for Jackie.
And you hold kick? Okay.
I was just joking about that earlier. I'm like, you drop that.
Yeah.
Drop that snap, she gonna get.
Oh yeah, you gotta be focused. You definitely gotta be focused. Okay. Well, I got my man Jacob. Like I said, Jacob back here. Jacob Cummins. Jacob, what you got going on?
Chilling. Like he said, thanks for having here. You know, give us a chance to put our team on the map. Let us see what we got going on right here.
And your position is what?
Running back and linebacker.
Running back and linebacker. I think you up there with them tackles too, right?
I'm leading rushing yards.
In rushing yards. Okay, so one is not here. I think Braylon. We'll mention Braylon Edwards because I think he's one heck of a football player too. But
he's hitting and beat.
Yeah, man. Okay. So when they tackling you, you can turn around and tackle them. Yes, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. But listen, on I Am Student Athlete, one of the things that we definitely try to make sure that we do a great job of is to let the people know. Let them know. Let everybody know, even the younger people that's attending other schools, how important it is to get your grades. That's so important. You can be a professional in life as well as on the football field. And we know that everybody's not going to make it in the NFL. That's just a fact, right?
Yes, sir.
So we won't talk about the grades. I'm gonna come back to you, Mr. Taylor Pierce, Mr. All Defensive Back. You know, you got this 3.4, man.
Yes, sir.
So how you able to maintain? Well, I probably know how you able to maintain it because I know your mom. She's probably But go ahead. But you like getting your work in the classroom, though.
Yes, sir. First, you have to minimize your distractions. You can't let anybody interrupt your learning ability first, and then after that, make sure you got to turn in your work. If you need any help from the teachers or anything, make sure you get that work. Cause me, myself, everybody needs a little help. So once I get that help, I turn my work in. I think I'll be good.
Oh man, come on, man. I mean, put it up here, man. Put it up here, man. You say, get your work, man. Get your work. 3-point. Get your work. Darren, I think you had a question too. You wanted to ask?
Yeah. A lot of you, some of you will go to college, sports. Not many of you will make it to the pros. And I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a documentary called Broke. It was done years ago, and it talked about how NFL players, how many of them go broke the first 2 or 3 years after making millions and millions of dollars.
Yep.
So I've always said life is short, but life is long. So I just want to know, what are your plans for after sports? Like that's real life. What are you gonna do when you can no longer catch or run or hit or kick? What's your plan?
I want each one of y'all to answer that. That's a great question, Darren. I want to start with Jackie right here, because are you trying to be the first NFL female kicker? Is that a goal of yours, perhaps?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, that's a goal right there.
Okay. But outside of that, you're majoring and everything, because you do have a plan. I mean, you got to go to college then.
Yeah.
So what you plan on majoring in?
I'm planning on majoring in criminology.
Criminology.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's something that I've always wanted to do.
You'll always have a job.
Yeah. So I just want to study in criminal justice, and I always wanted to be a homicide detective.
Oh, okay.
I always wanted to be. Yeah.
You find an incident? Yeah, I was a criminal justice major also.
Really?
Yeah, criminal justice major also.
Yeah, that's something I'm trying to do too, because I'm just into it. I don't know, it's just something I've always had in me.
Yeah. Robert, what you?
It's crazy because I also want to major in criminal justice and exercise science. So, I feel it's very vital as me being a black African American in the United States for me to know about my rights. It's very important for us to have that knowledge.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I'm glad to hear you say that, because I always say that I think we can talk about the problem all day long, but I think two of the solutions, I think, is financial literacy as well as having civics, civic education. Those things are very important. I like to hear you. I'm glad to hear you say that. Let me work my way back in the back here with Amos over here. Amos, what you got? What you want to do in football that work out for you?
I want to major in kinesiology, because I always want to be around the sport I love. Even though when I'm not playing, I can always be around it. I don't feel like I can never leave the sport. I also want to do real estate.
Oh, okay. Well, we know something about that. All of me. Yeah. Absolutely. Let me turn around over to my left over here. I got Jacob back here, Big Jacob. What you want to do, man, in case football don't work out? Engineering. I mean, listen, these are not just no knit 1, pearl 2, whatever they call it type majors. They going in hitting it hard, man. So you want to be an engineer?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh man, you could do it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Tim, I think you had a question that.
That's so funny. You actually hit on some things. Just think about it. Less than 1% make it from high school to college, and less than 1% make it from college to professional football. All right. And so you've already made it, just from now, just what you're doing right now. So when you think about what you're doing, you actually are professional in what you're doing. You're going to work on your school. So what does your career look like? What career do you want? I got your major. I've heard the majors. But what do you plan on doing? See, even if you play professional football, you still going to have a career.
Right.
So what is that career going to look like? What do you want to do after you finish playing football? Whether it's high school, college, or professional.
Right.
Anyone has a vision on what they see for themselves? What's your purpose? That's what I want to know. Any of you have a purpose right now? Can you think of one? Go ahead, Taylor.
Well, I always want to basically I can say the hood. I want to get back to my family and get back to my community and so my environment. Make sure that everybody knows what they're doing, and then everybody, if they need help with anything, like I could pass out for like Thanksgiving or anything like that, or give like a little giveaway about Christmas or stuff like that.
Absolutely, that's a 501c3. Let me tell you something, man. I'm in business, and actually I'm in real estate, Amos. And I pride myself in doing business above board. There's a lot of things that you can take from business, but it's nothing like giving back. See, that enriches the soul, and it cleanses the soul when you give back. So I'm glad to hear you say that because, you know, to whom much is given, much is required. And you want to be a giver. I always say that the overhand is better than the underhand. Because, you know, when people got their hand underneath, that means they take it. But if your hand is over the hand, that means you're a giver and you get more rewards and blessings that way. So I'm glad to hear you say that. I think you're committed right now, gave a verbal commitment to college, to a school of your liking.
Yeah, we haven't committed yet.
You haven't committed?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We have signed on dotted line contract. I got you. You know,
It's still open, so there you
go. Book, do you have a question?
I don't have a question. I just want to tell the kids and the young ladies, whatever that you want to do, if it's football, whatever's entrepreneur, whatever your goal is, always remember hard work pays off. Right. Yes, I don't care what you do or what you're doing. If you're not putting in the work, whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. Yes, put in the hard work, man. Keep God first. Ask God for guidance. And, man, the sky's the limit for you, man. Right.
It really
the sky's the limit for you.
It really is.
I would like to add on what Taylor was saying about my community. I would like to just let them know, see how far I get, and let them know that, hey, you can be in my shoes. You can do this also, you know. Like, I want them to have a bigger outlook. It's bigger than just the pinks, the browns, and high mark all over there. It's bigger than just everything. You can see a whole nother level to life.
A whole nother level of life. Yeah, absolutely.
You can accomplish more.
Each one teach one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so, you know, about like the community, how he said he wants to give back. I want to give back to, like, you know, my family because they came from Mexico, you know.
Wow.
So it was pretty hard coming here and then learning a different language. Mm-hmm. And so what I want to do is I want to retire my family because without them, it's like I wouldn't even be here. Like I would have been over there in Mexico, you know, doing other things. But now they brought me here to the U.S. because it's bigger opportunities, and now I'm just here.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Hold on. I love it because you have young people. These young people sitting up here today are not just telling you about their high school career in terms of being on the football field, but they're giving you an insight to their vision, to their future, and what they want to do. When so many times we see on the social media things that are not in our favor, that doesn't really the best to represent us, basically. And we see it far too many times, and that's not really who we are. That's not, you know, truly in our nature to be acting out that way with that type of character and conduct. But I tell you what, I'm loving what I'm hearing. We're gonna get into this football though. We're gonna come back. We're gonna pay some bills. We're gonna go to commercial. But when we come back, we're gonna talk about this upcoming game. This is homecoming week. Yes, and it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be packed. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back on the replay.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you wanna talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Hey, welcome back, y'all. Hey, check this out. I had somebody just walked in. We wanted to kind of say this. I guess you almost want to say the best for the last, but I got this young running back, this young player back here, Mr. Braylon Edwards. He want to also chime in on what he want to do. So, Braylon Edwards, man, welcome to the replay. Y'all give Braylon a hand. Well, Braylon, look at here. I want to ask you, man. Because I think you're one of the running backs, right, at your position?
I play cornerback.
You play cornerback, okay. Well, you battling. I think you battling Taylor for them interceptions. Huh? How many interceptions you got, man?
3 interceptions.
Ooh.
He 385 though.
Wait, you said you got 5, right?
Yeah.
He got 3.
I got 2 for his fumble though.
2? Ooh, gonna say, man? He trying to up you. Wait a minute. He trying to up you, man. You gonna hold on to that title? You gonna hold on to that belt?
Oh yeah.
All right, Braylon. Well, Braylon, I think you're a sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh man, you gonna be a good one. You gonna be a good one. You done in that blue, man, like the way you supposed to, force fumbles and all that. But listen, not only are you doing great on the football field, being a sophomore, but we're talking about education as well. And I don't know if I see. What's your GPA?
3.5.
Wow, man, 3.5. Man, come on, round the clock. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. They put in the classroom before the cleats. You know what I'm saying? The classroom before the cleats, and that's 3.5. So what you want to major? I know your future. You got 2 more years of eligibility left in high school. But what you want to do, man, when you leave Wilmer-Hutchins and you want to continue, I know your sports career, but as far as your major, going off into college?
I want to major in sports medicine.
Sports medicine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good field to be in, definitely. You want to own your own practice?
Yeah, be like a physician.
Be like a physician? Yeah, I want to talk about that too, y'all, because I know we're talking about majoring in certain things, but think about ownership too. Think about ownership. I'm not saying that you all have it, but think about ownership. Because there's nothing like being your own boss, setting your own hours. The greatest asset, if I don't leave y'all with anything else, remember this, the greatest asset that you can ever have is time. That's the greatest currency, the greatest commodity. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Because years go by. I think everybody that's sitting up on this platform that got any kind of gray in them will tell you how fast it can go by, all right? Y'all remember that. That's the greatest asset you can ever have is time. All right. So now we're gonna switch right quick though, because I'm a little bit upset about last week. You know, all this Selena stuff. You know, I get a little nostalgic now because these schools that we seeing today, you know, I ain't hating on the DeSotos and the Duncanvilles and Lancasters and all that, but those teams could have never stepped on the field with us back then. And schools like Selena, they didn't want to come this way. They was going to have some real problems. But I want to know, because you like one of the leaders, one of the captains and all that, I want to know from you, Mr. Taylor Pierce, what happened against Selena?
Well, when we played Selena, we had a great fight. The first half, I think the second half, they came out with their head down. I was trying to lift them up. But it's like Selena just pulled away from us. It's like the first half, we had a great game. We had a great half. I think second half, like the ball just rolled down the hill. Like y'all said.
Like that avalanche.
Like y'all said, the ball rolled down the hill. And then they kept having their head down. I was trying to encourage them, but you can't encourage people that don't want to get encouraged.
Yeah, it's a tough position to be in when you're talking being the captain. You're trying to lead, because trust me, I've been in some blowouts myself personally.
Yes, sir.
I think Tim, I don't know if you ever been in. Have you been in the blowouts in Nebraska?
Not really, but I went to Kansas State first, so I have a bunch of them in. So when the team don't want to, when they don't have that motivation, that's not their first thought in mind to actually be the best they can be. You see, that's professional. Professional starts with you being the best you can be, no matter what the circumstances are, right? And so you got to strap that helmet up, and you got to go play no matter what's going on. So don't ever let anything deter you from that, because that's the same thing that's going to actually affect you in life. It's going to be very important, because things are going to come. It's going to be rough. You will have moments where everything doesn't look the way you want it to look, right? Yes, that's the time when internal fortitude comes through. That's the time you stand up. That's the time you drive. That's the time you get focused. That's the time you get intensity. So I expect that out of you guys this week.
Yeah. You know, I'm just having a little fun with y'all. I mean, you know, but I'm just saying the community. I told y'all come from this small community, what we call Highland Hills, is not a whole bunch, but it's rich in tradition. You know, DA can speak to that. I mean, DA, you know, he played varsity basketball. He left football. He played a little bit of football, but he stayed with basketball. But he'll tell you, man, we this community have been having, you know, the backs of those who represented that blue and white for years. You can speak to that, DA.
Yeah, man, we just to say the name Hutch, like it just meant, you know, it meant something. And for us, originally we were bused from over there in Highland Hills area to Wilmer-Hutchins. So we didn't realize that we were part of a busing program. We should have been in Dallas, but
you speaking about Old Hutch?
Old Hutch. We were bused before the tornado tore the school down, and we came here. But you know, we were part of that Highland Hills, Dallas area. But when they brought us here to Hutch, it was just us. It was almost us against everybody else. And we turned. That's
what
as far as athletics went, we turned it around and people and put Hutch on the map. So it's a lot of tradition in this.
It is. And, I'm from Marshall, Texas, so I used to come here every summer. My cousins, they went to school at Wilmer-Hutchins. Willie Webb.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Willie Webb. That's right.
Yeah, and so this school has been known to be what they say, and I've been knowing that from a kid. I used to live big back home, Wilmer-Hutchins. So first class school, man. My daughter, she graduated from here, and Wilmer-Hutchins. I mean, y'all keep it going, man. I'm hearing good things about y'all. Y'all just keep your head up and keep the legend going.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we got former NBA slam dunk champ Spud Webb from Wilmer-Hutchins, man. So y'all stand on the shoulders of greater people. That's why don't think sometimes you don't see them a lot of times. They talk in the community. I just had to remind y'all of that because man, if I could don that uniform one more time, man, just to get one more play. See, that's the reason why I want y'all to take it for granted. Just to get one more play, I would, because that's just how much it meant to me to be able to do it. And I know the community that birthed us, we couldn't wait to get up here. I mean, from 6th grade, 7th, 8th grade, we could not wait. It was like the dawning of a great moment to put that uniform on. And this is homecoming week. We ain't gonna stay on Selena too much. I just had to fact check that, because guess what? We was blown, my senior year, the #1 recruiting class in the state, we were blown out too, right up here on this field. So now it's gut check time. You all are 6-2 overall, 2-2 in the district, still have an opportunity to win district, right? And maybe even get some get back. Sure. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause I know y'all got them North Dallas Bulldogs coming up, and you got the Carter Cowboy. And I'm gonna tell you something, we could never get them on the clock. We could never get them. I gotta turn my hat backwards now. We could never get caught on the clock. Y'all got them on the clock. So once y'all take care of business, and I believe that y'all will bounce back this week, y'all let the rest of your teammates know it's gut check time. What we had to do, we lost 41-6 on our homecoming night to North Mesquite. But it didn't stop us, because my class was the first class to defeat Highland Park in 1985. And just if y'all don't know how tremendous, you're talking about a predominant white school versus a predominant black school. And we had to go there, and nobody expected for us to win that game, because over the years, Highland Park had been blowing us out. But we went in there with confidence, knowing that we didn't give our best game against North Mesquite, and we had something to prove. And y'all take that same energy, because we're talking about energy. 4 quarters of energy. You got to put it out there. So it's gut check time. What y'all think about? I'm gonna come to Jackie. Jackie think you're gonna kick the winning field goal? It's gonna be a blowout. You ain't got to worry about that, huh? Kick the winning field goal against North Dallas. What you think? It's a win?
It's a win for sure.
It's a win for sure. Robert, what you think?
Yes, sir. The history of us playing North Dallas is just second to none. You know, going into the game, it's a must win. We gotta win, especially it's a bounce back win.
Right. What you feel about it, Big Jacob?
He said it's a bounce back. Now we got something to prove again. Got to bounce back, get our head back straight, and then on the Carter Cowboys.
I'm gonna call the Cowboy. Braden, what you think about this next game? It's homecoming week, baby. It's homecoming week.
Hey, we'll be here.
I'll be here.
It's a win, because we're going to bounce back. We got a great game plan in place. We're going to bounce back.
Yeah, I'm getting back to the Rattler, man. Ain't no Rattler back here, man. Be quiet on me. You gonna hold that ball down too, right? I ain't gonna give out no girl in playing. Coach might have steal something in that game playing. But you gotta win too, right?
Yep, it's a blowout.
It's a blowout. Okay. Well, I tell you what, man.
Hey, let me say this. Make sure you guys don't get lost, get overconfident and actually get lost in the homecoming dance that's coming up too. So I know that's coming as well. So don't you guys, make sure you keep your focus, right? Okay, and make sure you bring them the intensity. So the whole game, so don't get lost like Colorado did, right? Colorado was up 29-0. And then got lost the second half. So make sure you stay focused, okay, throughout the whole game.
Yeah. Say it again, Diego.
You always be playing like you're losing.
Like you're losing, like you're playing from behind.
No matter what the scoreboard says, you gotta go out there with the intensity. Hey man, we losing. We gotta come back. We gotta mash on. That's the mentality.
Yeah, and I believe that you all will, and we take care of it. Not looking ahead, but man, I just when it comes to y'all don't understand them the Cowboys. I don't even want to talk about. I know some people right now when this show air, they're gonna probably give me a hard time about that. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. But I know it's gut check time. I think you all are prepared. You all have thus far have had a really great season. You know, those are just a little temporary setback for a greater comeback, and hopefully you see them again in the playoff. Because I think y'all have a lot of weapons, you know, on the outside as well as on defense. So I think, I think when y'all play the North Dallas, I think that's going to be a great win this week. I'm going for you, man. The community is behind you 1,000%. And like I say, the great work that you all are doing on the football field, in the classroom, I couldn't ask for a better group of people, young people. Give yourself a round of applause. So I tell y'all what, I don't know if y'all want to give a prediction to your performance or not, but you think you're going to get another pick?
Oh, that's for a fact. I'm going to get another pick.
Well, I like his confidence. I like his confidence. So you trying to say Colorado really could have used you the other night?
Yeah, they really could have used you.
Real talk, they could have. Yeah, man, they could have used you. I like the confidence. What about you, Brady? You gonna let Taylor?
He say pick.
Pick six. He say to the high. He say to the high.
Nitro.
How many yards can I get from you?
Wait and see.
Wait and see. Okay, wait and see. No surprise. What about you, Robert?
Going in the game, 100 plus for sure.
100 plus?
Receiving yards for sure.
Man, you like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you were number one for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, shoes, man. I tell you what. Any prediction for yourself?
Hey, you put 50 on him.
Why would I? I mean, they say 50 on him. Boy, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. And y'all should play mad, man. Play mad. Because y'all know y'all didn't give your best performance, but that's okay. Like I said, it's just it happens sometimes. Sometimes, you know, what you expect doesn't always turn out the way you anticipated for whatever reason, right? Just like we seen when Miami Dolphins put 70 points they put on the Denver Broncos, but then they came back and lost. So it happens. But this week is homecoming week, and I want you guys to go out there, man, and give them the best show that you can give them, because we coming.
Yes, sir.
The people in the community, Wilmer-Hutchins, all the classes, we coming. We coming, and we gonna be out there to support. So again, I want to thank y'all for coming on to the replay on this particular segment of the show. I am student athlete. You talked about your grades, you talked about the things you wanted to do in life, and just hearing that, it lets me know there's still hope. We can't give up on our youth, and guess what? We won't. We won't give up on our youth. So again, give yourself a round of applause, man. Proud of y'all. So when we come back, we're gonna get into these picks. Yeah, and I'm smiling a little bit because somebody, I done caught somebody. We'll be right back on the replay, y'all.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
real-world experience.
It's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
And we back on the replay, so you know what's next. Y'all know what's next. We got to get into these upcoming games, these picks. And I'm going to tell you, man, there was a lot of things that was happening this past weekend. We talked about that Duncanville game. This was in high school now. We're going to go high school, we're going to go college, then we're going to NFL. We're going to do it to high school first. We was talking about the Duncanville Panthers and against the Mansfield, I forget their mascot name, but I think Darryl went with Mansfield.
No, I did
not. Oh, you did?
I gave you stats on Duncanville. You know I ain't right.
Well, we know
I
Dunk.
had stats to back my pick up.
He always no, I did not. Man, I try to slide it on. I think I try to slide it on y'all too. We know Duncanville, man. They crushed Mansfield 51-0. And I think you was talking about DA. You said, man, they done
260 something to 23, and I had 51. They 300 something points to 23.
Man, and it wasn't like, Mansfield, I believe they was coming to the game. I thought they was undefeated. Both was undefeated, but it wasn't the case. I think they was like 4-1.
Yeah, they had lost.
And they was 5-0. Duncanville was, but man, 51-0.
They hadn't played nobody yet.
Yeah,
Duncanville, that's what it was.
It seemed like that way. But I'm gonna tell you that other high school game we picked, man, LG Pinkston, man.
Close.
And I know all of us went with the Panther, Panther Creek. But man, that was a close game, man. They almost. Yeah.
Almost snuck.
21-20. They almost pulled it out, man. So, we're going to start there right now. We're going to go to high school picks. Of course, the team that I'm looking at is the team that we just got through interviewing on this episode, the I Am Student Athlete. And ain't no way I'm going to start myself. I'm going against those Wilmer-Hutchins Eagles against North Dallas. So I'm taking the Wilmer-Hutchins Eagles. That's right. So who you like, DA?
I got Hutch, man. Homecoming.
All right, then.
With the pep talk.
Because we from the Hutch.
Yeah.
Because we from the Hutch. Right. Well, look here. You might want to upset of the week.
North Dallas always been a dominant team, right? They whole time. Yeah, they always been dominant. Yeah, right. I'm going with Hutch.
You got the Hutch. All right, we got another Hutch pick.
Wilmer-Hutchins.
All right, I always got Hutch then, man. I always got Hutch, but we're going to take it up another notch then because we got to get into these college games, man. So I think what we got, now this is going to be kind of interesting right here. Let me see. I'm going to start with you, Book. We got number 16, Duke, going into playing the number 4 Florida State Seminoles.
I'm going with Duke because
he going with the Duke instead?
I'm going with Duke because I'm defensive man, and then the head coach is a defensive guy. That's one of the reasons why we was at A&M. So he's a very good got a way of getting those guys going on the D-line, the D-ends, and the linebackers. He's a very great schemer. So I'm going with Duke.
You're going with Duke. TJ, who you like, man?
Basketball?
Oh, it's Coach K? Coach K? Coach K?
Duke got a signature win.
Right.
But Florida State got a bigger signature win. So I'm going with Florida State.
You going Florida State? Who you like?
Florida State is my squad, man. It's ever since Wide Right. Remember Wide Right?
I'm going with
I've been a Florida State fan, so I've been going through it for a while, but we are back.
Jabri gonna ride.
Florida State by 20.
By 20?
By 20.
Okay, man, look here, man. You make a compelling argument, man. You really do.
But
you really do, man. And I really can't. I thought, man, you know what? I like these upsets of the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That ain't
but I got Florida State. I got to go to Florida.
I'm riding with Duke.
But I went with Duke earlier, right? And they was at the house, and I think they got beat. I forget who it was, right? So I came on the road, and they was at home. So I'm gonna go with Florida State on this. I'm gonna go to Florida State.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go Florida State. And you got Duke. Okay, so then we got, here go a tough one right here, y'all. Game day of the week. Number 7, Penn State travels to Ohio State, the number 3 team in the country. Who you got? Who you like, DA? I'm going to DA for
Easy pick for me. Ohio State at the house. Got to go with Ohio State. At the house.
At the house.
Oh, that means
so
a
what
lot.
If it was
that horseshoe?
If it was a Penn State, you go Penn State?
I would think more about it, but this is a no-brainer for me.
TJ, who you like?
I got, this is an opportunity for Penn State, get over that hump, right? Got that opportunity, but Ohio State's at home. I'm going to Ohio State.
We got Ohio State, and who you like, Book?
I don't care if they're at Penn State, Cowboy Stadium, Ohio State, for sure.
You got Ohio State?
I got Ohio State.
The
Ohio
I tell you what. Ooh, man, I know we ain't got all day. We ain't got that much time, but god dang it, man. Ooh, number 7. I'm going to go ahead and go Ohio State, man. I want to break ranks so bad. I want to break ranks so bad.
We don't want to hear it next week.
I want to break.
If you want to break ranks, go ahead and break them because you can't break them after games.
So you got to do it now.
Okay, well, let's on this next pick then. Let's go this way. We got number 2, Michigan, playing against interstate rival Michigan State. Who you like?
I like Michigan because Michigan State is still. They got rid of the coach this year, right?
Michigan State coach, yeah.
They haven't jailed yet. So I got Michigan.
You got Michigan State or Michigan?
I got Michigan. The number 2 Michigan.
Okay. Okay. All right, with TJ, who you like in this game,
It's a
man?
simple game.
It's
This
a
is
rival.
Michigan.
But it's a rival. They say throw the records out, TJ. Surely you.
Not this game. not this game.
Not
No, not with the coach and all of this dysfunction that's going on with the team right now. Michigan.
You like Michigan, okay?
Michigan.
And you like Michigan.
I'm going with Michigan.
I gotta take Michigan, man. If for all the boy, I'm talking about the Michigan State coach when he never got fired. He been there. I think I would have won because I like rivalry. I like guys, you know, games where you come in, you think because I'm number 2 in the country, my record, I'm 8-0. No, throw the record out. I would pick the Spartans in this game, but for the reasons that DA stated, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Michigan. So we all on the same point so far. But I got a funny feeling. Oh, we got one more game to pick on the college rank. TCU. I think they traveling to Kansas State. Interesting game, very interesting game. Who you like, TJ?
Oh, it's interesting. You know, I played at Kansas State. You know, they call it a Little Apple, right? It's Manhattan, Kansas. That's where it is, right? So the Little Apple, Kansas State, and the little cubicle. It's a little smaller area. I'm picking Kansas State.
Taking Kansas State, okay. Book, who you liking that?
I gotta go.
You like Kansas State?
Oh, hold on, my brother gonna be mad at me. He played at TCU though. So.
Right. Yeah.
So you get a shout out to LJ Kansas State.
LJ Kansas State. So we doing shout out later on. You know, usually every week I gotta give me 50. Okay. DA, who you like?
Yeah, I got Kansas State, man.
You got Kansas State?
I ain't been impressed by TCU the entire year, especially that first game against Colorado. Too much turnover for me to pick them to beat Kansas State at Kansas State.
Man, it's the quarterback.
Here's your chance, right?
It's the quarterback play. I want to go with TCU, but they're not playing at home. I got to go with the Kansas State Wildcats, man. And we're gonna see if TCU do the thing. I'm not gonna be surprised. But let's get up on this NFL thing right quick. Let's change gears, switching gears. We're going to the NFL, and we're gonna start with these Jaguars. They playing Thursday night. They got to go to the New Orleans Saints. Now y'all didn't take care of business last week, and I'm the only one that picked them Houston Texans last week.
Sure did.
That was a
So
tough one.
y'all went with the Saints. Y'all want redemption. Jaguars going into the Saints. Y'all want redemption.
Let me say this. First of all, I was kind of deliberating on that game, but New Orleans actually should have won. But it don't matter.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Exactly. So with that, what was the team? New Orleans. I'm taking Jaguars.
Taking Jaguars. Jaguars.
No redemption on this game.
Okay, Jaguars. Who you like?
New Orleans.
You like New Orleans? You like New Orleans?
I like New Orleans.
You like New Orleans? I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
That ain't a bad pick.
But wait a minute. I need to ask the committee something before we go into this next. I need to ask the committee. Now y'all know that I was picking the Jets. Y'all know that. And Tim telling me, I said the game green, and I had my green hoodie on, and he said, don't let the green fool you. Y'all know my heart was with the Jets. I told you they were gonna get them Eagles. Can I get that? Can I get a pity patty? DA said.
I didn't want to pick it. I didn't think the Jets could do it, but
hey, man, I kept saying it. The first time that I didn't pick against the Eagles, they lose. And I'm saying to myself, man, I saw it coming because they really been sneaking these games out the way they did last year. But anyway, I just had to come to because we are in democracy, and he said he wasn't gonna give me no pity pick. So I said I got 2 more votes though. If they say okay, I can get that win. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead. All right,
no more victories.
He said no more victories. Okay, then we're gonna go. And I picked the Jags, so we're gonna go ahead and go Dolphins Eagles. Dolphins Eagles. I'm gonna start with me first. I'm going Dolphins.
Where they playing?
Eagles finna. It don't matter. Any given Sunday, it don't matter. They playing in Philly.
I go last on this one.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. TJ, who you like?
I'm going Miami.
You going Miami?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, bad as I hate to go with them, I don't like it, but I think Philly gonna have a bounce back. I'm going with Philly.
Bounce back? What you about to say about Miami? You picking them because of
because I feel
Styles makes fights, the scheme.
Exactly. So I think they're gonna do well against because they've been having a little problem here and there. And I know I know their defensive line can actually get upfield on Miami a little bit, but they get the ball out well enough and they get them out long passes. So I think they're gonna hit some big ones on them.
Okay, now DA, he said Alexander the Great over here. He been.
Who did you go with, Miami?
I'm going with Miami.
All right, I go Philly this week.
All right. You going Philly?
Yeah.
But if I tossed up a quarter,
I'm going Philly, man. I mean, I really want to pick Miami, but because Philly lost, I gotta go.
I like Tua as well.
Okay,
I like Tua too, but I like Jalen Hurts in this one.
Okay, all right. Well, we got Detroit is going into Baltimore. The Ravens. You gotta go see the Ravens, man.
Nice. In Baltimore.
I got Baltimore.
You got Baltimore? You like Baltimore?
I'm going Detroit.
Oh, you going Detroit? Okay,
Yeah.
Baltimore, Detroit. Who you like?
I got the Ravens outside.
Ooh, man.
That's a tough one.
Detroit's
That's
cool,
tough.
but
I would love to go because I know Baltimore played over in London. So are they gonna have their legs back? Are they going?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Detroit.
I think they'll get up for this game.
I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Oh, they're gonna have a good game this game.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Detroit. And last but not least, because the Cowboys gonna have a bye. All right.
I'll do the Cowboys.
I got the bye.
You
I'm
got
going
the
with
bye. You got the bye. Okay.
I
we got
the bye
the
over the
Chargers.
Cowboys.
We got the Chargers and the Chiefs. Who you like? Chargers and Chiefs.
Man, I ain't betting against Mahomes.
Okay.
Chiefs.
I'll take. Okay then. I'll take Kansas City.
Yeah, I said Chiefs.
I just said it like they throw him off, you know what I mean? Man, okay, I take Kansas City. Man, he might get confused. Okay, well, I'll take all the Chargers. Who you got? TJ?
This would be a good chance for Chargers to get a redemption after their last game they'll be playing, right? But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I love how you set that up. You going Chiefs too?
I'm going Chiefs.
Okay, we all got the Chiefs, man. We all got the Chiefs. And of course, we're gonna talk about, because the Cowboys do have a bye, right? I know we said I got the Chargers. Can I change? We have a 24-hour rule. Can I change? Can I change my pick? I can change right now?
Yeah,
Really? I'm coming to the committee. Y'all heard this on camera.
Yeah.
Y'all heard this on camera. I can change my pick.
Kickoff.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
All right.
I was kind of
What, talking about for the night?
For the night.
I'm
about for the night's game.
Even though I'm in the transfer portal.
Right. I know you picked the Cowboys. Tim picked the Cowboys. Daryl and I, we picked the Chargers. Now I was a little emotional.
Right.
After a few days, they hurt my heart against the. But now that these boys lost yesterday, San Francisco lost, Cleveland Brown took it to them, took them to the woodshed, and the Eagles lost.
What they got?
So they are human. They are human. They're not a machine.
You know it's upset
Where's the
Sunday.
logic?
This is Monday.
I'm just hoping to get
It was upset Sunday yesterday, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but now it's Monday.
That's why I got the Chargers.
All right. Y'all let me. That's the committee. Y'all say I can switch my vote today.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Okay.
Yes.
All of us got the Cowboys. He got the Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What did I tell y'all? Y'all ain't gonna ever, if you didn't bet against them against the Niners, you ain't gonna ever pick
I probably should have
against them.
changed. I probably should have.
That's the one game you should have picked against them right there.
No.
But only because the Eagles lost and San Fran lost, I think they'll bounce back.
Yeah.
So that's gonna conclude the picks. So all the picks are in. Let me make sure. Okay, make sure.
Who lead?
Oh, let me get. Yeah, I got to get to that. I got to.
Got to get to
Yeah.
wanna
So
see how I
instead of
came
me
up.
going through whoever picked,
We know who
we
lose.
know who
We know
picked
who
and
at the
lost or
bottom.
whatever.
Who's at the top.
But okay, we got DA. He got 17 wins, 11 losses. I got 15 wins, 13 losses. TJ got 17 wins, 11 losses. And Book got 15 wins and 13 losses. We tied!
So we tied at the bottom and top.
I told you I'm coming to get you though. He gonna be in that cellar by himself. Can somebody give me some
sardines?
Please give me some sardines.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm coming to get him. And you better be glad Tim talked me into that and I'm picking the Eagles. Because if you go back and look at the last episode, I said it ain't gonna surprise me the Jets win. I knew I should have said the Jets. But that's okay, man. That's okay. Well, man, let me tell you something, guys. This has been a great show today, man. Talking to the kids, man. Got guys working, like DA in the community, man. Book working in the community with these kids. Tim and I do our thing with these kids. So to have the Wilmer-Hutchins Eagles, some of the players up here to talk today was a really great show. We're talking about making a difference in the community, and that's what's so important, y'all. Don't be a spectator in life. Get in the game, play the game of life. You can't stand on the sideline being a spectator. So again, this is conclude episode 7 of the replay. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Hit that notification.
Hit that notification. We appreciate y'all. It's growing. The channel is growing. Shout outs to my producer, Mr. Jerome Sheffield. This thing is growing, man. We appreciate y'all. We jumping numbers right now. So tell a friend to tell a friend. And we're going to be back on this thing once again. Until then, hey, y'all be safe and always keep God first. We'll see y'all next time on the replay. Because everyone deserves a do-over.
That's right.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.